producer, Evan.
That's me. I'm the co-host and producer, Evan.
We are coming to you from Dirty Jersey. We hope you guys had a good week. Please remember we are here for you. Do you want to get stoned and talk about how weird the world is now? Come chill with us at the kitchen table.
While we all slowly die.
That's right. This week's episode is brought to you by the restaurant store. Hello, Evan.
Hello, Joe.
If you'd like to contribute to the show, send us an email. You can just tell us that we're a bunch of queefs. But or you can tell us we're cool. The letters I am fine, everything is fine at Gmail. You can also follow us on our socials at TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram at IFEIF_. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Turn on notifications. You'll know when new episodes are up. Also on Twitter, I'm doing it right now on camera. And I'm going to put on there that you should FaceTime us because we're recording live right now. And you can FaceTime us at IFEIFFaceTime at gmail.com. Evan, what's the link tree?
At ifeif.linktree.com. Right? Or linktree.com/IFEIF. Yeah, that one. I tried to make a link tree for the band.
Yeah. How did that go?
It only half worked.
Why?
I fucked up something.
I think we reviewed the link tree last time we were here, and I showed you that it had like a player on there for Spotify. Like,
yes.
so if you go to our link tree,
linktree.com/IFEIF,
and you just want to listen to the latest episode, it's on there. However, I didn't do that. It just did it by itself. Like, it just automatically. I do the free one, like the free link tree. I didn't pay for the premium. And it just all automatically puts players in there, and I'm just like, that's cool with me. I'm down with that. So
I don't know. I'm stupid.
Excuse me. Oh my God, we're live right now.
FaceTime us.
FT us
for a chance to win a dick pic.
FT us and come in our butts.
Yeah, that's our
Come
unofficial slogan now.
Yeah, that's right. IFEIF FaceTime at gmail.com. Go there.
Everybody on my camera just saw your password get inputted.
Oh no, don't look at my shit. That's fine. I'll figure it out. But it's real. It's real life. This is real.
Oh no, it'd be a shame if somebody
Hopefully
opened up the nudes on my phone. Oh no. Just kidding.
Excuse me.
Those are just for me.
Jesus Christ. And we're about to spark a joint in here, and I'm coughing my balls off. Anyway.
We may have to put it out if we're too loud.
Yeah.
We have another ASMR episode.
Yeah, we do. We're filming again
my
late.
roommate's asleep upstairs.
Yeah, we're filming again very late, so.
He works in the morning.
Yeah, he does.
So
we're going to try to keep it down, hopefully. And we'll try to keep this at a very good decibel for him, and we won't wake him up. We didn't wake him up last week. We didn't wake him up last time.
Which is a goddamn miracle.
It is a miracle.
But
I agree with that statement, but still.
What I really need to do is soundproof this place. Or sound treat it. I got to do something to it.
Well, yeah, we'll sound treat our new space when we get it, but yeah, we'll definitely be sound treating.
Yes.
It's
just bouncing around.
Yeah, I know. Do you think the fucking, this is old news now, I don't want to touch on it too much, but the Will Smith, Chris Rock thing, the slap, I thought it was fake, personally.
You thought it was fake?
Yeah, I do.
It kind of looked fake as shit.
I don't know. When I saw it, it just looked it looked like he was holding back laughter after he did it. I don't know. You go back and watch the camera.
Should we analyze it?
No, we're not going to analyze the Zapruder film in here. The fucking Chris Rock Zapruder film. No, we're not going to do that. But yeah, I thought it was staged. I don't know. I think it was fake. But then again, that's just me. I say that about a lot of shit. I say that about a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
but I think they were laughing. I think it was fake.
I don't think that's something that Will Smith would do.
No, you don't think so?
Not really.
What, get up and slap Chris Rock?
Of all people?
Right, yeah. So it's far-fetched that he would even do something like that.
Exactly, yeah.
Right.
Okay, I guess I'm on board with you.
Yeah.
Staged. Fake. What are you doing?
We figured it out. It's fucking staged.
But I saw people are trying to cancel Will Smith over it.
Yeah, I know, but I don't.
Grow up.
There's so many different opinions on it. I don't. If you just go by, if you think it's fake, it's just another stage performance.
If it is real,
yeah,
the dude has been nothing but a gent his entire career. So shut the fuck up. He slaps one dude.
trying not to laugh that loud. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but I saw I Am Legend, and he killed that dog, too. Just kidding.
He killed a lot of zombies in that movie. He apparently killed like the whole world too, didn't he? Wasn't it him that killed?
Yeah,
No, it was that other doctor.
It was all his fault.
Wasn't it a vaccine?
That was actually that's actually a movie about what's about to happen, right? So he slapped Chris Rock, and that perpetuated a whole series of events.
Makes sense. Yes,
that leads to
we're in the middle of it right now.
A zombie apocalypse.
Right, all
that he
because
has
of
to
a slap.
survive.
All because of a slap at the Oscars. That's hysterical. So I don't know if you heard it in the opening, but I definitely coughed and like had to clear out my fucking lungs. And yeah, we've been smoking, but also I had the flu last week.
You had the flu?
Yeah, so it was like COVID first, and then now the flu, and it's like Jesus Christ, dude! Like I can't catch a break. Yeah, dude, I went a decade without getting sick. I eat meat and I get COVID, and then I got the flu.
That's true. That's true. Actually,
It's fucking meat, bro. God damn it.
You got.
I know. But I will say this though: when we did get the flu, it went through my household just like COVID did, and we had a few days where we were all home again. It was so nice. I'm like a big kid at heart, you know. So like when my kids are off from school, it's like it's a sick day, you know. And like I had to take a couple days off from work too, and we just got to chill and just it was so nice not going to fucking jiu-jitsu and soccer and swimming and birthday parties and school, and it was just so nice to just like be chilling at the house for like it was only like 36 hours, but it was great just to be chilling in the house with the family for 36 hours.
Did you watch Sing 2 with your kids?
Oh yeah, we've watched it. We saw it in the movies.
Yeah?
Kidding me? Yeah.
I watched that the other night.
It was great. Great movie.
Dog, I was pissing myself.
Oh, great
When
movie.
they had Miss Crawley driving the Ferrari, listening to Chop Suey by System of a Down.
Wake up!
Wake up! Me and my girl paused it,
Yes.
rewinded, watched it again.
Oh,
I
good.
said, whoever wrote this scene deserves their own movie and a raise.
That was a great movie. I mean, Matthew McConaughey's in it. Scarlett
I'm
Johansson's
Buster
in
Moon.
it. Yeah, and then who played
ScarJo Halsey's in it.
Halsey's in it, and then who played? It was Bono. Bono played.
Bono.
Yeah, Bono. He played the main character.
Clay Calloway,
Yeah,
the
Clay-
lion.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, because like I saw his name on like the credits. And
Yeah.
I was like, Bono's in this?
Yeah.
What?
It was like it's really funny. Like my kids, when they heard the last song, they love that last. What is it? I still haven't found what I'm looking for. Right?
Yeah, I think that's the name of the song.
Whatever. So they're like, I'm like in my mind, that's like a song from like the 90s or late 80s or whenever it came out, and like I was a kid or whatever, and it was just like a song like on a rock station, like you know Y100 or WMMR or something like that, and so it like it's a classic rock song, but my kids hear it and they're like, it's like the pinnacle of Sing 2. It's like the greatest song because it's the finale song and it's so good. And I'm like, it's fucking you too. Like, just like, it's okay. They're great. Like, don't get me wrong. But it's like, just relax. It's you too.
It's you too.
But they're like, yeah, but Clay Calloway's singing.
And then you're like,
like, you nerds,
listen,
it's fucking Bono. Shut the
listen,
fuck.
kids.
No one likes Bono.
no one likes Bono. This is the same guy that put his album on my phone 12 years ago.
Yeah.
And people still hold it against
Exactly.
him.
I still get pissed off about that. Those songs still come on my playlist.
Do they really?
Yeah,
You
they
didn't
do.
delete it?
No, I don't know.
I don't know if you can blame Bono on that one, buddy.
I'm not that mad about that. I'm more mad about my kids thinking the song's better than it really is.
There were a few times within that movie where he was like, his character was saying shit, and I was like, that's something Bono would say. And I was talking to my girl, I was like, you think he got in the booth and he like just started talking like everybody else does?
Yeah.
And they were like, no. And he stopped it. He was like, what if I did like a deep voice like this? I'm done playing. I was like, yeah, that's exactly how that happened.
Yep, and that's it, and that's how I kept it.
I
This
thought-
is what a line would sound like.
This is what Lion Bono would sound like.
Lion Bono widowed.
Widowed Lion Bono.
Widowed Lion Bono. Try saying that 3 times fast. Jesus Christ.
That's gonna be my new Instagram title.
Nice. I like that.
Widowed.
Widowed Lion Bono. Bono Lion widowed. Anyway, forget it. Okay. And then, of course, I did want to bring this up, and this is sort of old news now, too, a little bit, but that kid that fell off that ride in Orlando, you sent me the video of it. Oh, yeah, that was hard to watch. Like, I couldn't, I really wish I didn't ask for that.
Yeah, like, that
was hard to watch, dude.
That was rough. Because, like, I watched the video, right? Like, I saw it first thing in the morning. Mm-hmm. I was scrolling through Facebook, as one finds fake news on.
Yeah, of course.
And the video came up, and it was just like, oh my God, like, I can't believe this happened. And I thought it was going to be one of those videos where, like, you click it, but, like, you don't really see anything. It's just kind of like, it happens, like, off camera, and you see something. And this dude, you watch the ride drop and then stop, like, to go back up. Yeah. And it just fucking throws this kid.
Slips right out the bottom.
He does not stop. You could tell from the start he's not tucked in all the way.
I know.
Which is a sin. Because, like, I'm not pointing fingers because there's a lot of people at fault here.
Yep.
But that if that kid wasn't so busy, like, flexing about how the ride was so edgy because it didn't have all those safety things, he could have probably saved a kid's life.
Yeah.
So it's upsetting to see.
Yeah.
I still hear it.
I know. I was telling my sister-in-law about the video, and she was like, "Oh, you saw?" I was like, "Yes." She's like, "I just saw stills." And I was like, "I know. I saw like a video of it," and I was like, "I can't watch it again. Like, I'm not going to watch it again." Number one,
no.
And number two, I told her the sound was haunting. I was like, "Oh God, that is the worst thing to hear ever." But anyway, all right, let's not bring it down.
Let's not bring it down. Let's bring it up. I got a question for you.
Oh, go ahead. Hit me, and then I got a guest coming on. Go ahead.
If you were murdered, who do you think would be the top suspect?
My wife? She'd be the first person to kill me.
See, I thought about that too. I was like, my girl.
It's funny to me that's the first person I thought of. It would be my wife.
Well, yeah, because if you do anything crazy, she's going to fucking kill you.
Yeah, of course. She would hold me accountable and kill me.
The same thing with my girlfriend.
But like, it's not even that. It's just like, if there's anybody on this planet that has had, like, rage-filled feelings for me, it's definitely my wife. And if it's anything that, like, she would never kill me. Like, she's not that kind of person.
Excluding your wife.
Excluding my wife?
Innocent. She's got a rock-solid alibi.
All right, so I get killed and someone killed me.
You were murdered under suspicious circumstances.
Okay, and you can't. And my wife had nothing to do. She's got an alibi.
She's got a rock solid alibi. She was with me.
Shut the fuck up. Okay, bro, relax. I'm dead. That's fine, I guess. I'm dead. No, it's okay. It's okay. I guess I'll just start telling my kids to call you daddy from the grave. Jesus Christ.
I graduated from uncle to daddy.
Yeah, you went right from Uncle Evan to daddy. Oh my God. Anyway, I don't know. I guess it'd be you. You would be the president.
If I'm spending time with your wife, it was probably me.
Yes. He's like,
damn, I dug my own grave on that one.
Who would be the person to kill you, Evan? You've been killed under suspicious circumstances. You can't say your girlfriend. Who would be the person to kill you?
If it wasn't my girlfriend, it'd be Steven. 100%.
Be your roommate?
I'm almost positive he wants to kill me now. But
yeah, if he wakes up, he's going to kill both of us.
If you don't count them.
Yeah. Who else would want to kill you?
Probably just a stranger.
Just a stranger on the
Probably
side?
see me and be like, damn, that kid's handsome. I want to wear his face. And then he'd do it.
Oh, God. So my best friend wants to kill my wife, or kill me and take my wife.
No, it's okay. She's safe. She's safe. I wouldn't do that to you, bro.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
Unless you asked me on your deathbed, and then I'd be like, are you sure?
Oh, God. Let's see if this works. Hold on. Oh, no. Cancel. Okay. There we go. Oh, that was a good what if. I like that. Where'd you get that from?
I heard it on another podcast. Shout out, quit your band while you still can.
Oh, that's nice. Yo, dude.
What up?
Are you there? What's up? How you doing?
Hey, buddy.
We'll have to bleep that.
God damn it. God damn it, Sean.
All right. So, okay. So on the line, Evan, I have a bit of a Renaissance man. Okay. If Plato and a Viking had a baby. Okay. He's a philosopher. He's an artist. He's a photographer. He's an engineer. He's an inventor. He's a 3D printer. He's a stand-up comic. He's a business owner, author, dragon slayer, and leprechaun. Did I miss anything?
The Dragon Slayer's a new one. Yeah.
Yeah, you missed
I'll still be
dickhead.
tattooing every once in a while, but yeah.
Tattoo in there, nice.
Good.
All right, so
You're
this
good.
is our friend Sean. Evan and I both know Sean through work, and he's a really good dude, and he's all those things that I just mentioned, and that's the reason why I wanted to have him on the podcast. So how you doing, buddy? What's up?
No, running around playing with 3D printers.
That's cool. What's been like the coolest thing you've ever 3D printed before?
Oh, dude, probably that box fort thing I showed you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. See, I told
And that's
he's an inventor. So
A
can I
box fort?
discuss that a little? Can I talk briefly about what that is that you're talking about, or should I not say it on here?
Yeah, go for it, dude.
So, like I said, he's an inventor. So one of the inventions he's been working on, without discussing the design, is that he's like making these plastic pieces to help kids build like forts, and you can use it for cardboard, and you can use it for like blankets, and you can use it to like hold other things up and stuff like that. So it's like that's like one thing that he's working on. But you said that's like the coolest thing that you 3D printed so far.
Yeah, at least out of my own design.
Yeah.
By far.
That's
I mean,
cool.
what some people who I've worked with would probably say, like, some of the, like, body and bust sculptures I've done for, like, I had one dude who wanted me to make him an org.
An
version
org?
of himself. Yeah, like a org version of himself. So I literally had to, like, have him 3D scan his entire bust.
Oh, my
And
God.
I just, like, after that, I put it into like the VR and I sculpted all around his bust and made him into a whole 3D org.
Like
Like
a mythical creature?
yeah.
Like
Yup.
Lord of the Rings
How-
orcs.
Was the bust life size? Can you make something like that in one of your printers?
I could, but I would have to attach multiple printers.
Okay, so it was something small.
Yeah, or I would have to do it in like I would have to like break down the actual like break down the actual geometry of the shape and then break it into multiple different parts, 3D printed on separate machines, and then like glue it all together and all
Jesus
that.
Christ,
I
that's
want a
wild.
bust of my dick.
Yeah, I don't know if they make a printer big enough for your dick, Evan.
Oh, stop it. Stop
I
it.
assure you, they do not. They do not.
He's seen it. He should know.
Oh, that's funny. I assure you they do not. That's funny, man. So I did want to bring up, I did mention Leprechaun on there. And you definitely have an amazing oh, it's low.
It's low. You know why?
Why?
Because it's all going into one.
It's split.
Yeah,
That's
it's
okay.
Split.
Anyway,
Sorry, buddy.
so
He
yeah,
said,
you can't
"Great
hear.
big bushy beard."
Yeah, you couldn't hear the sound effects. Sorry, Sean. But yeah, so you have a great big bushy beard, a big red beard, long hair. You're a beautiful person, and you definitely have a lot of Irish roots and heritage, right?
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Tell us about the potato famine.
He said,
I unfortunately was not there for that. Once I have my time
Damn.
machine, buddy, don't worry. There's two things I'm going to do. I'm going to go enjoy that potato famine, and then I'm going to kill Newton so we don't have gravity and I stop dropping things.
"There you go,
Nice.
nice."
Nice. I'll hold you
Well,
to
Without
it.
an invention, it's not there, buddy.
I'll hold you to it though when you get there.
What so I remember you were telling me about a time when you happened to, maybe not nowadays, but back in the day you used to dress as a leprechaun on St. Patrick's Day. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would dress full garb leprechaun,
Mm-hmm.
get all of my money in gold coins from the bank, and then I would go to the bar, speak like a leprechaun the entire time, and run around and get people to try and chase me for my gold.
Oh my
And
God.
that's the point. Well, originally the idea was we're just going to pay for everything in gold coins.
Right.
Why not piss off our waitresses, I guess.
Yeah, of course.
But
It's a holiday.
count each dollar as a gold coin. But and then it got to the point where like these drunk guys would walk into the bar, and we were going to the next bar, and they were like, "I'm gonna catch me a leprechaun." So it got to the point where like I was literally running from one bar to the other, And then I was just like, whoever catches me either gets a pot of gold or I buy you a drink. So then it got to the point where, like, we did this multiple years in a row. So
Yeah.
it kind of became a tradition in Novo where they would try and catch me as a leprechaun.
That is hysterical, dude.
That's pretty good.
Did anybody ever get violent?
No, I thought when we did it in Philly, I thought one dude was
We did it in Philly.
He was chasing me like, I'm going to kill that leprechaun for his gold. And I'm just like, whoa. And he was super gangster, dude.
Yeah.
Like, full white T-shirt, the whole 9 yards. I'm like, I'm going to get shot tonight.
Yeah.
And it's not going to be fun.
But you survived. You made it.
I did. He was probably
Shot
my
for the
most
pot.
enjoyable human being.
Water.
Okay. Oh, he was actually an enjoyable human being, you said?
Yeah, afterwards he caught me, and he's the one I ended up buying a drink. We sat there for hours, and we were just going back and forth in an Irish leprechaun.
Oh, my God.
Voice, and it was great, dude.
That's awesome. So I did want to ask you, I did also mention in your intro that you were a business owner before, correct?
Indeed. Still am, actually.
Oh,
But,
very cool. Very good.
Yeah.
So what are you in the business of now? What are you doing right now?
Oh, just the 3D printing
The 3D
and
printing,
side design.
And design.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
And
Go ahead.
I kind of use that as an umbrella because I also do I do artistic gallery openings and stuff like that for paintings and things along those lines. So.
Yeah, and then before we say goodbye, make sure you shout out like your Instagram or something like that so people can take a look at it so they can see your photography and stuff and your drawings.
Oh, yeah.
Your drawings.
I will definitely do that. Not that I post very much on there. I like this in-person thing, you know? Like
of course.
Thing humans used to do, like talk eye to eye.
I know. I wish we could. Obviously we have big plans for next year, and we'll have a little bit more flexibility coming up. But yeah, we'll definitely have you in studio, and we'll make you really awkward in here and make you really quiet.
Oh yeah. Don't worry, buddy.
That's
Get
funny.
me baked beforehand, and we'll get a whole new level of awkward.
We definitely will. So I did want to bring up one other story, and I know Evan will get a kick out of this. So you may try to tell it your best if you can. But you had this story that you told me with your grandparents and underage drinking. Do you remember the story I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, I do.
So Evan, listen. Evan's gonna love this story. Go ahead.
I'm all ears.
My grandparents were like straight off the boat, Italian and Irish.
Italian and Irish. Okay.
We would go to their house every single Sunday for dinner and like a big, basically Italian family dinner. We would do like
every week.
Yeah.
Every week.
I'm familiar.
Yep, every single week without fail.
Yep.
And they would at dessert give us kids wine. Mind you, I'm about 6 years old, and
6 years old.
every Monday
Sick.
I would wake up with a headache and be like, hey, and I would end up missing school because either I was vomiting the night before or I was just extraordinarily hungover as a 6-year-old, having no idea what was going on. My parents would continuously be like, why do you keep missing? Why are you always sick on a Monday?
What's about Mondays? Why are you always sick on Mondays?
Yeah. Why don't you want to go to school? Why don't you want to go to school? And of course, come to find out, it was because my grandparents were getting me drunk as a 6-year-old on a weekly basis.
I love it.
So they were feeding,
I love it.
They're feeding him, a 6-year-old, along with all the other kids, like they do in the old country. You know, you just get wines on the table. It's there for everybody or whatever. And here they're dosing their 6-year-old grandson. He can't go to school every Monday. He's fucking No, hold on. Now I know I'm laughing because that's just what I do. I laugh at stuff like this, Sean. However, but didn't your parents take you to get medically investigated or something like that?
Yeah. No, we went to the doctor and they were just like, no, nothing's wrong with him. We don't have we're talking blood tests.
They took him to
his liver looks kind of
they took him
already.
they had to take him to house. House.
And no. Well, the reason we found out, because mind you, I'm 6 years old. I don't know any better. I got no idea what I'm drinking.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, it's just sour grape juice.
Right.
And they're like, it got to the point where my brother started to have the same problem, who was roughly about 3 years older than I am, and it was like, oh, why are you guys both coming home sick every Sunday when you leave your grandparents' house? Come to find out, that's why.
That's incredible, dude. That is such a great story.
It's over on the table.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. Hang tight, Sean. Hang tight.
Oh, yeah, you're a good dude.
Drew almost just knocked over the camera.
There we go. Okay, we're good. We're good. Sorry, I'm back. Sorry, I had to get a lighter to spark this joint. Yeah, I love that story, dude. That's one of my favorite stories, and that was like
That's a good one.
that was one of the reasons why I wanted to have you on. Just to tell that story. Oh man. But listen, also funny story about Sean and I. Both our moms know each other.
Get out.
Yeah, both our parents.
Is she also an erotic novel
Correct.
writer?
His mom writes romance novels just like my mom does, and they knew each other.
Joking.
They've known each other for like 20 years. So I had to tell Sean. I was like, Sean. I was like, yo, did your mom write romance novels? He's like, yeah. And I was like, yo, my mom does. And then we had to like go and like we're like in middle school again, and like I had to tell my mom, like, Mom, do you know blah, blah, blah? And then he had to go, hey, do you know blah, blah, blah? And then we had to, like, meet the next day at work, and, like, we, like, giggled like little girls. Like, they know each other.
You want to power one down. Like, your mom writes 30 old lady novels? My mom writes 30 old lady novels.
Hey, let me ask you a question, Sean.
I'm in shock.
She's been doing it for a while, right? Was there a point where you, like, it dawned on you, like, what the content was of those books that she was writing?
Oh, yes. And here's why. Because my friends, whenever I pissed them off in high school, mind you, my mom had just retired, so she started to write these books and had published her first book by the time I was probably like junior in high school. So my friends who had found this out would go to her website and read me excerpts of her dirty novels.
Sean,
just
stop.
Anytime I made them angry. And I'm just like, I don't want to know how my mother thinks in that manner. So can we please not do this?
So first off, first things first, my friends did the exact same thing to me, and I will have one of them on, and I'll have him recant or tell the story about how he did that to me. Literally the exact same thing. And besides that, I just found it was so freaking funny to meet somebody else who knew what I was going through in my brain when I had to deal with that.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Yeah. It was so hilarious when I was the vendor for your store, and we had that discussion very briefly. Like right before you left the last store that you would check me in at. Yep. I was like, I wonder if they know each other.
Yep.
And I found out you were coming to that store. I was like, we're going to find out.
Yeah, that's so funny. Anyway, all right, listen, Sean, thanks so much for coming on. We really appreciate it. Where can people find you?
At Gingymon Artwork. GINGYMON.
Okay, very nice.
A ginger, I don't know, Rastafarian or something.
A Gingermon.
Yeah,
I like it. It's cute.
Well,
or a Digimon.
We'll have that discussion next time.
Very good. Very good. All right. Thanks for coming on, man. I'll talk to you later, okay? Be safe.
Not a problem, buddy. Right. Thanks for having me.
Love you. You too. Anyway, that was Sean, so he's a really good dude.
Always nice to hear from Sean.
Yes. I do have a clip for you if you want to hit it.
Yes.
It's a comic talking about his girlfriend.
She likes to do stuff in public. That's cool. Although it gets you into some weird scenarios. One time we were at a grocery store. She stuck her butt out in the aisle, and I spanked it. And the 6-year-old kid runs up and he goes, "What'd she do?" I was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Is she a bad girl?" I'm like, "She's a bad girl, all right." That's when I realized me and this kid are saying the exact same thing, but having a completely different conversation. You know? He's like, "Is she naughty?" I'm like, "Oh, she's naughty." He's like, "Does she have a lot of toys?" I'm like, "Her bedroom's full of toys." He's like, "You should do what my parents do to me when I'm in trouble." I'm like, "What's that?" "You should use her toys in front of her." I'm like, "Damn, maybe I will." Wow, this kid's filthy.
This kid's filthy. That is a clip from a comic named Mark Norman.
Mark Norman.
Mark Norman. And he's a very funny comedian. He's based out of New York, I believe. Very observational. And I'm going to recommend something of his later in recommendations. So I just wanted to put that clip in there. I thought it was funny. He's like, this kid's filthy.
That shit was funny.
That's funny. I think that's his story. He's got such a good voice, too. So I was at 7-Eleven the other day, not getting a Slurpee. and I saw a guy come in and picked up a DoorDash order. You know, like he was a driver, but he had his kid like on his hip. I'm like, whoa. I'm like, brazen, right? Like, very brazen, like to be door dashing with your kid.
With
like,
your child.
Yeah. So, I mean, part of me is like, hey, listen, you got to do what you got to do, you know? It's like a dilemma, though, of our time. Like, you know?
Do you think he takes the child to the door?
Oh, good question. I don't know. I would for like courtesy tips or like, you know, sympathy tips. Be like, honey, it's okay. Be quiet. Here's your food.
Oh, we're going to get you some formula. Don't worry. Oh, ever since your mom passed away, you've been so thirsty.
I know you threw up twice today already because of the hunger and the TB, but you'll be fine.
You'll be fine. You'll be okay.
I just got to leave this QR code with our GoFundMe on it on the step here real quick.
Let's just hope this person's really nice.
Oh, that's funny. Oh gosh. I was thinking maybe he had to like pay, like he told his wife, you know, like, honey, yeah, I took her to the park for 3 hours, and instead he's like trying to pay off his like Final Four gambling debt, you know, that he just accrued last week.
Maybe. Weren't there some upsets?
I guess, yeah, there were some upsets. I don't even give a fuck about the Final Four, though. Do you like basketball, like college basketball, or Final Four? Or anything like
Not
that?
really. People were talking about it in Mexico, like the crew I was with.
I'm sorry, I don't know why that made me laugh.
You're fine.
Mexico, another country. They just talked about another country.
Well, no, like the crew I was with.
I get it.
Yeah. And there were a bunch of kids on
the first
spring
thing
break.
I thought of.
There was one kid that came in during the Rutgers game.
Yeah.
And they were winning at the time. I forget who they were playing against.
Mm-hmm.
But the kid walks into the bar.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Who's winning? Who's winning the Rutgers blah, blah, blah game?"
Yeah.
And we were like, "Rutgers."
Yeah.
He was just like, "Fuck!" We laughed.
That's kind of funny. Oh God,
I
would probably would have pissed my pants if I saw that. Actually, that's really funny.
I can't piss my pants. I was wearing dress pants.
Yeah. The only thing I cared about with the Final Four was that Impractical Jokers season premiere was on right afterwards. That's the only thing I cared about.
Practical Jokers.
Yeah.
Is Joey Gatto not doing it anymore?
Yeah, correct. He's not doing it. I think they're down to 3 or something like that. Well, I don't know. That's fine. Whatever. I think he filmed this season. I think he's done now, though. I know.
You know what you should do, Joe?
I like all of the guys. I used to hate that show. I used to be like, this is the stupidest show. Like, what?
It's funny. It's funny as shit.
Oh, it is so funny. And the thing about the show, and like a lot of people will do this with like movies and stuff, like dramatic movies that like make you feel emotions, you know? Mm-hmm. A lot of people like that, like getting that emotional rise out of them. It's like, that's what that show makes me think of. It like makes me feel awkward. Like when I'm serious, when I watch that show, I'm like, oh,
yeah, 100%.
I'm like, oh God, this is so awkward. These people must think like, what the fuck is happening? Some of the stuff they do on there is outlandishly funny, and it's a great show.
And it's
a
like,
great
what,
show. And I
like,
love all the guys. All the guys are,
dude,
all
so
the guys
funny.
are likable. They're all likable.
They're so funny.
Yeah, it's a great show.
There's a time. Well, like it's always on TV.
Mm-hmm.
It's always on.
Always.
TV.
I know.
So like anytime you turn on True TV,
it's literally on their daily programming schedule. Yeah, it's on every day on True TV. It
might even be on MTV right now.
They might be on one of those. Yeah, it might be on syndicated on one of those. I did before we get to news. I did want to talk about something pretty serious, actually. If you're cool with that, I went.
What if I wasn't?
Then I would have to say shit.
Let's talk about something silly.
Okay, fine.
No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Let's get real.
Okay, let's get real. So, I had to. I went back, kind of like on an addiction that I've had, like over my lifetime.
Porn?
What?
Porn?
No, I'm always kidding me. My hands. You'd have to break both my hands for me to stop doing that. Like, what are you talking about? Anyway, so I went back on an addiction this week. It's pretty serious, dude. It's pretty serious. Okay. No one really knew about my secret, but I feel it's important to tell. And I think getting the stigma away from it is important. So I used to be a card-carrying member of the CWA, okay? That stands for Cocktail Weenies Anonymous. Because as you know, I stopped eating meat 9 years ago. And just this past week at ShopRite, when I was buying food, I decided to buy 24 cocktail pigs in a blanket. And I fucking made them this week. And I ate them. And they were delicious.
You ate.
I know.
You ate pigs in a blanket?
Yes. You
ate little weenies?
So ready for this? They're all beef.
Did
all
you have-
beef. I bought a 24 pack.
24 pack.
How many of them do you think I ate?
All 24.
No. The answer is not all 24. So take another guess.
Okay. I'll say like 5.
No. I ate 22. There had to be 1 or 2 left over. I couldn't finish the whole thing. For some reason, there was something in, like, as I got down to the end of it, I was like, every bite I took, and I got to, like, number, 16, I was like, this is going to kill my intestines. I ate, like, number 17, and I was like, I could just feel it's going to be like cement. And I'm like, like number 19. I'm like getting up, I'm rounding 20. I'm like rounding 20 base. And I'm like this is not going to go well. And like, I had 2 left. I was like, I can't eat all of them. I was like, I have to throw a couple of them away. I was like, at least. So I threw away 2 of them.
You only had 2 left.
That's it. I couldn't do it.
At that point, just fucking pop them like a pill.
I know. I had popped literally 22 of them like pills, Evan. Where do you draw the line?
At the end. What do you mean?
You draw the line at killing me and taking my wife. Oh, man. Anyway,
the plot twist.
Speaking of killing people, did you hear about Bruce Willis?
Did he kill a guy?
No, but he killed a bunch of people in movies, action movies and stuff, of course, dude.
He died hard, bro.
He did die hard. Where is it at? Oh, motherfuck me in the ass. Here we go. Okay, yeah, so he retired. Apparently, I was pulling up the story, sorry. Cognitive brain disorder. He has something called aphasia. Do you know what that is?
Aphasia, yes.
So it's a cognitive issue, and it really inhibits facial movements, speaking, motor function, fine motor function. It can fuck with all different kinds of shit.
Mm-hmm.
So he's out. So he's not doing it. So I have a little montage here. Hold on, let me hit it.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Now, where you want? In the chest or in the head?
Yeah, that's what your wife said.
Hey,
cheese dick. So, back to you, Stuttering John. How's everything in Poughkeepsie?
Houston, you have a problem. You see, I promised my little girl that I'd be coming home. Now, I don't know what you people are doing down there, but we got a hole to dig up here.
Yeah, we got a hole to dig up here, Evan. Armageddon.
Yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Falcon.
No, what you're referring to is the TV edit of Die Hard that made its way onto It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia,
that's exactly
correct?
what I'm
Yeah, I
talking
know
about.
exactly what you're talking about. That's very funny. Yes, Mr. Falcon. But yeah, Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. That was just a couple of clips from some of his popular movies. And
Bruce
yeah,
Willis.
Armageddon, though. Great movie, dude. Great movie. Digging a hole up here, and then they all cheer. It's a great fucking movie, dude. Oh, my goodness. So you and Steve, I know you guys are like a married couple. Have you guys started spring cleaning yet?
No.
No. This time, dude, it feels so good. I did it this past week.
Just like clean everything out.
Throw shit away. Yeah. Like
You
move
really
stuff.
should.
Move stuff you haven't moved all winter. Vacuum, dust. And just like, we literally, like right now, I drove my wife's car here. As you saw, we met outside to come to the studio to record. Yeah, I'm driving the little car because my minivan that I normally drive is loaded to the gills, dude, with trash bags filled with books, stuffed animals, toys, clothes, like 8 bags. I'm not even joking. 8 bags of clothes we just ripped out of all of our closets.
Dude.
And we're just donating and we're giving it to charity. And it's all, gently worn shit, whatever, it doesn't matter. It just feels so good, Evan. It feels so good. I can't wait to drop the shit off tomorrow morning. It's going to be great.
Maybe I will do that.
Dude, just do it. Like, next day you have off. Just spend, you don't even have to do the whole day. Just spend, the morning. Just spend 2 hours. Just do 1 hour dusting and vacuuming, and then another hour just throwing shit away.
True.
And it will be amazing. It's an amazing feeling.
Because, like, I haven't worn shit.
Yeah.
Like, years.
Yeah, and that's what my mother-in-law and I were talking about it earlier this week. She's like, well, if you don't wear anything for 2 years, you get rid of it. And I'm like, God damn it, she's right. I was like, fuck, that's a good rule to have, because I look at there's shirts that I only keep for sentimental value, and I'm like, why? Like, someone else could be wearing this. Someone else could make a profit. Someone else just take it. You know, it's like, I'll write it off on my taxes. We're all good. Everything's great. It's good. And it feels good. You should try it.
I didn't even think of the tax break, bro.
Oh yeah, every bag of clothes you write up. My tax lady, she's got a formula, you know, and it's like, is it high end clothes? Is it low? Is it mid range clothes? Is it kids clothes? Each one has a dollar value, and you can write that off on your itemized deduction on your taxes every year. Absolutely, you get a ticket from where you give it. You submit it with your taxes, and Uncle Sam's like, it's as good as dollars. It's the same. Yes. So anyway. There's also a general deduction, and then there's itemized deduction. So there's two different ways to do your taxes. So you have to also keep that in mind. You have to be able to show that you write off a certain percentage of your income to be able to do it. So just keep that in mind, all you fucking assholes out there. All right. www.irs.gov. It'll be on there when I edit this.
It'll be on there.
It will.
It'll be on there.
Yeah. So one last thing here. I was talking to this girl who I just met. She's like a streamer, you know. She's like on my guest list. I was probably gonna have her on sometime. She does like Twitch.
What kind of streamer?
Like Twitch streaming, video game streaming. Sorry. Yeah, I know. Look at the camera. Yeah. So. I was thinking about having her on the show. No reason, really, just except for the streaming thing. No, but
what kind of content?
So she does like Twitch, Discord, video games, stuff like that, tournaments and stuff. So and she has her own, you know, streaming that she does on Twitch, and I thought that was cool. I was like, you know, that's the same kind of like space, you know. I was like, maybe we can have her on. We could talk about it, you know. She makes money off of video game tournaments. I think that's interesting.
Video game tournaments.
I don't know why I did that. So I was thinking about having her on, but anyway, she was telling me, she's like, you know, you can just record like a Zoom call, and like that could be your video podcast, and you can just put that on YouTube. And I was like, I appreciate that outlook, and it's a good idea. It's resourceful, it's cheap, easy, pretty effective.
I was thinking about that the other day, actually.
Yeah. But however, I just want like so much more. Like I want people to feel like they're in here rather than in our computers, you know. So hopefully this comes through in this episode. This is our first one like that I'm recording with our new cameras. So I'm hoping that it works once we get the computer. So, but yeah, I just want so much more. Like I said, I want people to feel like they're in here with us, and I think we can achieve that. You know, it's just a lot. It's just very expensive. It just fucking sucks.
Yeah, that's the battle.
Yes.
You have to invest.
Yes. But anyway, all right, I'm ready for news. We got some crazy news, and then we'll get out of here, all right? You ready?
Yeah.
We got to go to bed. It's time to go to bed.
Yeah, I'm getting sleepy.
We're getting sleepy. This is Evan and Drew with the news.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has given a harrowing account of alleged war crimes to the UN Security Council, claiming Russians killed civilians in Bucha for pleasure.
The latest moves coming out of D.C. imposing sanctions on his two adult daughters, the Russian...
Caitlyn Jenner is joining Fox News as an on-air contributor. The former Olympic gold medalist and reality TV star will provide commentary across Fox's programming and platforms.
Just moments ago, we got the final results to join a union. Again, this is the first time that this has happened on U.S. soil, and it represents Amazon's biggest labor challenge ever.
Big news from my father-in-law. The United States House of Representatives just voted to legalize marijuana across the country.
We're going to take a look at Twitter stock later on, but it is on fire right now on this news that Elon Musk is taking a 9.25% stake.
Did you hear about that? Elon Musk buying 9% of Twitter.
How big of a percent?
He purchased like hundreds of millions of dollars worth, and it was it's reported to be like 9.25% share of the common stock of Twitter. So it's like I forget what they call it. They call it like a silent share or something like that, or like a silent minority share or something. I don't know. He doesn't have like a controlling stake, but it puts him on the board, and it means that he can have influence a little bit here and there.
We're gonna get a Tesla iPhone.
Tesla iPhone, Tesla Twitter,
Tesla,
I Twitter Tesla,
Tez.
Yeah, what you it was so interesting, like doing research for that. Like I looked, reading into the story and like seeing the different reactions from people on Twitter, and like a lot of people think he's like the Antichrist. There's a
Hang
lot
on.
What?
Feel free to use this name.
Okay.
Partnership.
Okay.
Italics. I don't know. Just saying. Italics.
Like italics?
They can still use the Tesla T.
Right. Okay.
Like the I.
Uh-huh.
And then Alex is italicized.
Oh,
You know what
very
I'm saying?
nice. Yes,
You know
I
what I'm
like
saying?
that. I do.
Feel free to use that, Elon Musk.
Elon, look, hook us up. We'll put it on the screen.
I'll make the shirt. I'll make the shirts.
Oh my God, you're ridiculous. Yeah, so he bought 9%, but it was just shocking to me how many people think like I said, literally the Antichrist. Like everybody thinks like he fucks everything up, or he's like just a piece of shit, or he's a shill for like the corporate entities that run the world.
He's a billionaire.
Yeah, I know. I think, but here's what I'll say. My whole point that I wanted to make is that people are like, oh, who cares? Well, so he can just like use Twitter for his own money making, products or whatever. It's like, okay.
Probably.
I'm like, here's the thing. The guy invented PayPal, right?
Did he?
He invented SpaceX. He
I
invented
don't know too much about Elon Musk. To be honest.
I shouldn't say invented. That's not the right word. Whatever. He developed these things, and is that thing still recording?
No.
Oh no! Hold on.
Hold on.
No, it's not. Can we try again? Oh, there we go. All right.
Damn, son.
If it got cut off, whatever. Okay, sorry guys. Sorry. Technical difficulties. Anyway, yeah. So he's developed all these things, all these products, and these revolutionary things already, and you've seen what he can do with it, and what he has been able to accomplish. And now, 10 days ago or something, he was talking about how he wants to develop his own social media, and then all of a sudden he just drops, the SEC, reports that he's dropping a bunch of money on Twitter stock. And Twitter responded already and all that stuff. And they're like, oh, yeah, we'll give him a seat at the board. My point is, with all that stuff that he's done in the past, doesn't he at least get a chance? Like, don't you just give him a chance, like, to see if he can either shake it up or make things better? Or, like, he doesn't have to bring Donald Trump back. That's not what I want. But, like, I just mean, like, maybe he can make it better. Like, maybe he can add to the product something that makes Twitter more than just a fucking cesspool when you go on there, and just people like, I don't know the last time you went on and like actually like went and trolled around. It's
trolled around on Twitter.
It's still terrible. It's like to this day, it's terrible.
I don't go on it much. I try not to go on anything. I literally open it up. I scroll down for like 15 seconds.
Yeah, and then that's it.
And I put it away.
I'm on there all the time because we're trying to like spread shit about the show and like have an online presence. And,
yeah, see, I need to get better with that.
Yeah.
Truthfully.
Well, for wishful thinking, for sure, you'll have to.
We got a lot of big stuff coming up.
Big stuff coming up.
Stuff that I can't talk about.
Oh, I was just gonna say it. I was gonna say what big things were, and I didn't say it.
Yeah.
I'm glad I didn't say it.
Can't talk about it.
After I'm looking at the camera, and looking at you.
I've told a few people.
I won't say a word. So let's transition though. Besides the Twitter thing, my montage was all fucked up in there, but that's okay. Yeah, Amazon, they lost a union battle. So as far as the law is concerned in the U.S., since the turn of the 20th century, if you have an establishment and you want to unionize any sort of workforce, all you have to do is organize a vote. That's it. Mm-hmm. And it just has to be binding. It has to be legal. And that's it. And you can develop a union at any facility, any workplace in America. Anywhere. So the biggest thing of late has been Starbucks, Amazon, people, and then like their tactics that these big corporations use to union bust, whether it be legal or illegal. And there's always a gray area, whatever. Mm-hmm. But in this instance, there was one of the largest Amazon warehouses in Staten Island in New York. They ended up actually getting rid of the guy who organized the unionization and organized the union vote originally. They, like I said, union busting tactics. They make him seem like he's a bad guy and he gets fired. He ends up getting terminated for whatever reason. And but they still had the vote and they still ended up winning. It just has to be a simple majority as far as I know. And that's it. And now that facility is now unionized. So now anything that goes through has to be collectively bargained through the workforce. Everything needs to be negotiated. There's representatives that now need to be hired. The union needs to make it needs to make its own entity. It needs to build its own union. It needs to have a treasurer. It needs to have someone who runs it. It needs to have people who audit it and all that stuff. So it's very interesting.
That's super. Yeah,
it's super crazy. You should read into it. You should really read into it if you can.
Maybe more warehouses will stand up.
Yeah, for sure.
More workforces.
Yeah. So that was some pretty American history serious news, right? That was some pretty interesting stuff.
That is interesting.
But then I have the in What's Our World Coming To news. I have this out of Florida. A Florida man will not be winning 2022 Neighbor of the Year award. Okay, you ready for this? This is meet Kenneth Clark Carlisle. I don't know why he has
Kenneth Clark Carlisle?
Kenneth Clark Carlisle.
Didn't win the award?
Yes.
That's an award-winning name.
For unknown reasons, this Florida man, 64, walked fully naked up the driveway of his next-door neighbor and proceeded to defecate atop a glass table on the victim's porch, according to police. So Carlisle, seen here, he was arrested Friday afternoon for picked up on criminal mischief, okay? Cops say he was captured relieving himself in broad daylight on two separate angles of the victim's home security video footage. Okay, that's what the cops said.
I want to see the footage.
I know, me too. It says this is my favorite part, and this is the whole reason why I read the story. Is ready? When officers arrived at the Clearwater crime scene, Carlisle was spoken to through the door of his RV camper, and he was still visibly naked and highly uncooperative.
Damn, don't you hate that? Visibly naked, but uncooperative.
It's still highly uncooperative, it says. I'm like, oh my God, this fucking guy. That's so funny. That's the name of the episode today. Visibly naked and highly uncooperative. Anyway.
Visibly naked and highly uncooperative.
That's the name of this week's episode. Anyway, and so speaking, kind of like following a similar tangent, I also saw this on the news right before I came in today. It says here, Southwest passenger arrested for masturbating 4 times during a flight.
4 times?
Right, yeah, so that's my question. I don't even want to click on the story and read.
How long was the flight?
Yeah, well, that's a good question, number one. Number two, it's like, how did it happen 4 times? Like, he should only get caught once masturbating on a plane, right? Like, how many times do you have to get caught masturbating on a plane before someone puts a stop to it? Like,
at least twice.
Apparently 4 times. You can away with it. That's my question. What the fuck is going on that you can jerk off on the same plane 4 times?
That's what I'm saying. Well, maybe.
Oh my!
I imagine it might be some form of sexual assault.
Maybe you're right. I'm sorry.
Maybe there was a fine ass stewardess, and this man was relieving himself to her.
Okay, let me see here.
Because
oh my God.
When I was in Mexico.
Oh, oh my God.
My girl was scrolling through TikTok and she saw one of this girl in Florida who this guy followed her into a Starbucks and started jerking off.
Oh my God.
Looking at her just
Jesus Christ. That is terrifying.
They were yelling at him get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, what the fuck are you doing, dude?
He just took a seat.
What the fuck are you doing, dude? I'm sorry, I'm just looking.
I was like, what do you see over there, bro?
No, the camera stopped again. That's okay.
And then they left. He followed him outside.
Yeah.
Comes in his pants.
Oh my God, shut up. Really?
I swear to God,
Jesus
Christ.
Christ.
I swear to God.
Oh my God.
They called the cops and the dude got arrested.
Good.
But I was like, what's wrong with men?
Yeah, right. I know.
What in somebody's brain is hey, if I just
I don't know. Do you think it's gotten worse over time, or do you think guys have always been like this?
Probably both.
Probably both. You think so?
I think
we've always had a propensity to just follow bitches around and jerk off.
That's some caveman shit, dude.
I do talk about masturbation a lot on the show. So.
Damn, dude, what's up with the camera?
I don't know. We'll see. It's still going. We'll see if it records more.
Is that the Pro?
No. Maybe that's why. There may be settings I may have to fuck with. I literally just took it out of the box. So. That's okay. Anyway, so I did want to read this. I just took it out of the box. I do want to read this little portion of the story, though. The woman took photos when the gentleman who was accused of masturbating 4 times fell asleep. So she told the flight crew what happened, and then they moved her to another seat. So apparently he must have been doing it repetitively over and over again on the flight next to her before she alerted the flight crew. But she took pictures of him while he was asleep. That's fine. That's okay. Okay, that's fine.
So wait, what was the flight? One more time. Did they say where it was going to? How long from where?
No, 4 times passenger. I can't see where it was going. Southwest Airlines flight, Daily Beast. Oh, Seattle to Phoenix. It was going from a flight from Seattle to Phoenix.
Okay, so that's probably like a 6 to 8 hour flight.
What are you thinking about? How many times you could jerk off in 6 hours?
No, but like,
what's your refractory period like?
Not good.
Me either.
Not good.
All right, and then that pretty much does it for the news. I mean, I'm ready to hit it up. Let's head up to
we had some technical difficulties.
Yeah, a little bit more technical. We got cameras going out. We got hard drives failing.
Yeah,
we got this.
We got shit happening.
Let's do it, man.
But yeah, bye news.
And that was the news with Evan and Drew.
Hell yeah.
All right, so thank you for news. News has been crazy lately. Sorry, we got into it.
News has been crazy.
Fucking Elon Musk. So to kind of wrap up here with some recommendations, I mentioned it earlier, and we played a clip from one of his comedy specials earlier, but Mark Norman. He has, if anybody has Netflix, there is a comedy special or a comedy series almost. It's called The Stand-Ups. And there are specific episodes of the show, and if you click in the episodes, Mark Norman has about a half-hour episode up there, and it's a half-hour comedy special, and it is very funny. It is like
I'll check it out.
Every minute or two, I'm just laughing out loud, and he, like I said, he's very observational. He has an amazing voice, and he is very funny. And I think if you get the chance, if you like stand-up, that's my recommendation for the week, is to check out Mark Norman's episode of The Stand-Ups on Netflix. So that's me.
Very sick. I will carve out some time to watch it.
Definitely. Check it out.
I'm going to recommend something.
Okay.
So you asked me before on the podcast.
Yes.
If I played a lot of video games.
Yes.
I told you I didn't.
Okay. Are you making a confession to me?
I'm saying that there is a game that I have been playing.
Oh.
Relentlessly.
Good word. Great word. Relentlessly. Great word. Okay. All right.
And
what game is that, sir?
It is. I'm not sure if I'm recommending that you play it or I'm recommending that you don't play it.
Okay.
But I'm recommending that you give it a shot.
Okay.
It's called Elden Ring.
Elden Ring. Okay.
You've heard me talking about it.
I've heard you talk about it every fucking day in the goddamn group chat that we have.
Our buddy Sean has sworn off of it.
Like he's done. He's not doing it.
I think he decided he wasn't going to get it.
Okay, not the same Sean we had on the show. A different Sean that we had on that we've had on before actually. But
different Sean.
Yes. But so he's like, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, because it's a game in the same series as Dark Souls.
Yeah.
Have you heard of Dark Souls?
No.
It's like
you know what I'm impressed with? The size of the maps in my son's Minecraft game, and you're talking about these games that probably are wild.
I have a map that has only gotten larger in this game.
Yeah.
And I feel like I've gotten so far, and I haven't. I haven't even touched the surface.
Right, exactly.
It's a huge
that's
open game.
Yeah.
It's fucking wild, dude. I fight dragons. I fought a shadow figure last night.
I fight dragons,
but
bro.
like these games are like notoriously super hard.
Right.
They are unforgiving.
Well, I have two guys at work that speak that are every time they work together, they talk about it now. Like, oh, well, what did you do? Oh, how did you start the game? And like, what did you pick? What are you gonna? You got to build your visibility or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, and
you got to build your cloak, your magic cloak. It's got to have wool.
the learning curve is insane.
Oh, it's got to be crazy.
They throw so much at you.
Yeah.
At a quick but I guess reasonable pace.
Okay.
Because I'm getting most of it.
Mm-hmm.
But there's still stuff I have no fucking idea.
Oh, I bet.
I have no clue.
I bet.
But it is consuming all of my time.
Mm-hmm.
I created a character. His name is George Michael. He's a warrior.
He's got faith.
He's got faith. I missed a golden opportunity. So in the game, there's a trait.
Yeah.
Faith. And you can either be really strong in faith or you can be really weak in faith. And I missed. Oh, I can't.
You should have had number 1. Can you hit that record button for me?
Damn, I gotta start over.
Hit the red button up there for me. My bad, dog. Thanks for doing that. Oh, no. Oh, good. I think you just took a screenshot. The big red button. Thanks. Thank you, doggy.
No problem. No problem.
So anyway, all right. Oof. That was funny. George Michael, good for you.
Yeah,
good luck with Elden Ring, man.
It's frustrating.
I bet.
I don't even know how many times I've died.
Oh, God.
It's too many to count.
I can't do it. This is enough. This is my video games right here. The video cameras and all this shit. I pay enough time with this.
That's what it's like playing Elden Ring.
Yeah. Editing video on Final Cut Pro 10 is exactly like playing Elden Ring.
I'll show you. I'll actually when we're done, I'll show you a video, and I might even tweet it out from the band page.
Oh, that's a good idea.
But
let's do it.
It captures the essence of the game so well.
That's awesome. All right, so we'll put that on. Oh, where the fuck? Okay, there it is. We'll put it out on our Twitter, yeah, that's good. That's really good. I hope we don't get too many nerds that call in or write the show about the game.
We will. Did you see my tweet last night?
No. What did it say?
It was like.
Was it from the show account or your account?
It was mine.
Oh, okay.
It was mine, but it was just I was playing the game.
Yeah.
And I was getting killed by these birds with swords on their feet.
Okay.
So I was like, yo, these motherfuckers really got together and were like, so we got these big ass birds, right?
Right.
And we're going to put swords on their feet. It's going to be fucking sick. And like, they're so fucking annoying.
Oh, really?
They're so annoying. But
who would put swords? Is it like people putting swords on birds' feet? Or do the birds come with swords already attached?
So it looks like they're like bandaged on.
So somebody does it to them.
Somebody does it to them.
Because birds don't have fucking thumbs, Evan.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know if you knew that or not.
And they're like big ass birds, dog.
They're big ass swords too, man.
Yeah, bro. They come at you like.
That's so. I have an anti-recommendation for you.
Hit me.
Okay, you ready for this?
I'm ready.
So I do not recommend this, but I found it so abhorrent that I had to discuss it on the show. With great anticipation, I was excited to watch The Atom Project on Netflix. It's got everything lined up for it. All the stars are aligned.
I've been avoiding it.
We got time travel. Amazing.
Yeah.
We've got some sort of science fiction element right up my alley. Ryan Reynolds, I'd suck his cock in a minute. And I mean, you got Mark Ruffalo. Great. I love Mark Ruffalo. Okay. This is all part of the movie. And I was just like, really amped. And then at work the other night, this customer comes in and he's like, man, I just got done watching The Atom Project, man. It's such a good movie. I just couldn't believe it. And I was like, okay, all right, okay.
Don't spoil it.
Yeah. I was like, don't say anything. He's like, yeah, you got kids? I was like, yeah, I got kids. He's like, okay. And I'm like, all right. I'm like, okay, bro. So now granted, maybe all that in my mind, the expectations were too high, But when I watched that movie, like within the first 15 minutes, I was just like, I don't know if I'm going to finish it. I don't know if I'm going to watch the whole thing. Like the premise was good. But then you can really judge a good time travel movie on how they deal with like paradoxes, you know, and like how it applies to the time travel and the characters. Like, are they going to die if they go back in time? What if he touches his past self? You know, if you ever see Time Cop, if you touch your previous self, you just implode into like a protoplasm of nothingness that disappears into time. You know, and like that's cool. But in this,
very cool.
Not in this movie. Apparently, if your method home just goes away, then it doesn't matter. Like, you'll just return back to your home time. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? That's not how this works. That's not how this works, bro.
That's not how this works.
Can you hit that again for me?
God damn.
So it's like, and I wanted it to be good. I wanted it to be really good. I wanted it to be funny and quippy. And like, the problem is now, every time I see Ryan Reynolds and he's funny or quippy, it just reminds me of Deadpool.
Ryan Reynolds just plays Ryan Reynolds.
I know he just plays Ryan Reynolds, but now it's just all encompassed. It was like the epitome of Ryan Reynolds was Deadpool, and then now every time I see him and like hear him and
like, hey,
I'm like,
buddy.
Yeah, it's like it's fucking Deadpool,
Hey.
dude. It's fucking Deadpool. So anyway,
Yeah, so I'm going to be over here.
yeah, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it, man. I can't watch it anymore. So I almost didn't finish the movie. Zoe Zadalia.
Deschanel?
No. Zoe Zadalia. Is it the girl from the Avengers from Guardians of the Galaxy?
Who
Zoe
dat?
Saldana.
Jesus Christ. Dude, I don't fucking know.
You're such an asshole. No, I'm just kidding. You're not.
No. But I really don't know.
Her name is Zoe Saldana. Yes.
I do not know.
American actress.
What's she look like?
She's this young lady.
Show me, American actress. Oh, she
From Guardians of the Galaxy.
She Gamora.
Gamora, correct.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. They paint her green. I
Yes.
do not know her face.
Oh, sorry. That's hysterical. Yeah, so she was in it. She was kind of a saving grace. She was good. She played a good character.
Okay.
But like the movie was just terrible. So do not watch The Adam Project. Don't
you
waste your
know-
time.
you know what I
Especially if
did
you like
watch that
time
was
travel. Mom,
pretty
don't watch
interesting?
it. Don't watch it.
Don't watch it, Mom. Mom, don't watch it.
Don't watch it, Mom. Don't watch The Adam Project.
Don't do it. Don't
Anyway,
do it.
what were you gonna say? I'm sorry. And then we gotta get out of here.
I watched an interesting movie that I can recommend.
Which was?
Had me on the edge of my seat.
What was it?
It's called The Rental. It's on Netflix.
The Rental.
The Rental. Had me on the edge of my seat.
The Rental.
It's
Is that
this-
M. Night Shyamalan? No.
No, it's not Shyamalama Ding Dong.
Shyamalan Ding Dong? Who was it? What was
Shyamalama. I don't know.
it? Okay.
I think it's a Netflix movie.
Okay.
But
Very cool.
it's
I'll have to check it out.
this couple
Yeah.
and the dude's brother and his wife.
Okay.
They go on a trip to
Okay.
celebrate a recent promotion,
Okay.
and it's
It's like a rental, like an Airbnb.
yeah, like an Airbnb, like a nice house on the water. It's got a nice view, got a beach, got a whole hot tub on the porch, got a whole mess of land,
Yeah.
play with, whole big house, lots of stuff.
Yeah. And what happens?
They
It sounds terrible.
it sounds terrible.
Like scary, like terribly scary. Like, go ahead.
Well, then they do a bunch of Molly.
What kind of movie is this? And then do they finger fuck each other after that, or what?
And then a whole bunch of drama happens.
Yeah.
And then they
Do people die? Does anybody die?
Yeah.
All right, listen. Hit the camera one more time. No, don't. We're leaving. I'll see you.